Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another exciting episode of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. In the last episode, we kicked off the Cylon War and got that started. It's, start of the game. The whole reason this thing exists is to fight the Cylon War, so obviously that's where we had to get started. And today, what we need to do is, it says, Daedalus delivers Battlestar Athena to Pycon. Officials say too little too late. Well, come on now. We got it there as quick as we could. What we do have, though, is a new mission over here on Caprica. I believe we had just finished a third Corvette, probably the Thanes. So let's go ahead and jump the fleet over to Caprica.
Fleet group is ready to jump.
And we'll get the new mission started. So let's go ahead and proceed. As the game loads itself up. Alright, so, we are taking a look at the deploy phase. I would have figured we would have seen this before, but apparently not. So, each time we enter into combat, we can go ahead and set up the fleets and deploy them and things of that nature. So we can see we got things laid out. There's really no reason, to keep any of these Corvettes back. And I don't think, you can just stay where you were. Sure, doesn't really matter. What I wanted to check was this. I don't think we could throw in a Raptor, and I haven't used Raptors yet. I've stuck with Vipers because they're so darn good. We won't bother with that for now. But I mean, I guess we could. Well, Raptor utility craft is primarily used for personnel transport and reconnaissance operation. It hosts a suite of electronic countermeasure devices and can be docked to friendly units to bolster their firewalls. I mean, that might be useful for hacking and things. I'll take a look at doing that later. But for now, we should be fine with fighters.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Sir, Caprica Terminal has been locked down and local forces are en route to our position. Readings indicate there's definitely a bogus transmitter in the area.
Civilian lives are of value. Their property is not. Find and destroy any relay hijacked by the Cylons.
You heard her, Commander. Go blow up somebody's satellite.
Alright, so Admiral Kane is pretty adamant there that we gotta just go take care of those satellites. Speaking of adamant, the Caprican forces have given us 2 of these bad boys, which are Adamant class frigates, and they've got fighters. So that is exceptionally good. So what we can do is get
On it, Commander.
the Adamants moving this direction.
So say we all.
And we'll go ahead and launch the Vipers, which will be good. And I'm gonna keep then the Vipers on Daedalus in the hangars, just in case any Cylon forces decide to come along and make things a bad day. What I'm doing here, I'm just hitting the / key. What that does is it allows you, now we can keep you there.
Yes, sir.
It allows you to see your firing arcs, which are pretty handy. So you can see here the Corvettes, their firing arcs are front and back. And the Adamants are side to side. So it's just a nice little handy thing I learned from a Total Biscuit stream. Might as well include it because the game never mentions that. It's in the options menu, and you can reassign it to whatever you want. But it never mentions that, which is, that's fine. Now, I'm wondering, if we take you, can we select that is indeed the only target we've got? What I would like to do is, I know, like, whoops, that's gone far too far. I know we got some satellites over here. So I really wouldn't mind keeping the Vipers close to these satellites, because I know we're going to have to investigate those in the future. We'll just send those two guys over there. That way we can keep the Adamants moving towards the rest of the fleet. And we don't necessarily have to worry about moving the big ships over. And I think, I mean, we should be well within range now, right? So the Perseus here can go ahead and focus its fire on the satellite. We should, it's a freaking satellite. A Corvette should be able to take it down in one combat turn. But I mean, I guess, you know what? Let's just make sure here, right? Get all the turrets firing. Considering a training exercise or something. And so yeah, that was no problem.
The satellite is destroyed. We can leave Helios Alpha, correct?
Not quite yet, Admiral. Idris data is still compromised. I've got another candidate for the source of the interference, however.
And it should be way over there. So we will tell the Vipers. Select the target.
Yes, sir.
Satellite. And you select the target. Satellite. That should take care of that. And we will continue moving the Adamants up. And I guess we could probably
On it, Commander.
start moving the Corvettes
On it, Commander.
closer.
Sir, new Daedalus contacts. Terminal broadcast isn't expecting any arrivals, so we have to assume the jumpers are hostile.
Alright, well, I mean, that's a pretty safe assumption, all things considered. So let's bank the Corvettes
say we
over. Sort of keep ourselves so that
Yes, Commander.
we can keep our guns facing the right
Yes,
direction,
Commander.
and we'll start bending the Adamants over that way. Have we taken care of this satellite yet? Not quite yet. So the Vipers will take care of that, and we'll see what kind of info we can get on these contacts that have just jumped in.
Interference is still in place, and it seems to be getting stronger. Commander, I have identified 2 more satellites showing potential interference.
Alright, now we can see that they've got smaller units that have left their ships, which means they got, you know, fightery things. So what I'm going to do, first things first, is get our... yeah, we'll go that way for
Squadron
now.
target is confirmed.
I was going to launch missiles, but missiles are like extreme overkill, and we might as well keep the missiles for these ships here that we know we're going to have to deal with. So let's just keep
Yes,
this
Commander.
moving ahead and keep these Adamants coming in. Now, because these are broadsiders, we're going to want to keep them, you know, sort of
IFF
facing
confirms unit
their
is
sides this
hostile.
direction.
Hostile unit identified.
Alright, so we've got the Nemesis Corvettes, which we have seen before, and we're very familiar with those guys. They should go down pretty quickly. We got a Talon, which is kind of, I guess, the Cylon equivalent to the Adamant. And we got that taken care of. Good, okay. So we can tell you... yeah, we'll go that way. And you... go for that guy as well. What we might also want to look at doing is launching the fighters from Daedalus. Do we want to do that? I think we'll be okay with 2 squadrons. I don't know, though. I think they're just Raider prototypes that are out and about. So that should be okay. All right. Now let's get our
So say we all.
freaking combat started here. So I'm going to pull all 3 of these corvettes, and I'm going to tell them to focus their turrets on that nemesis there. Nope, nope, nope. And that guy. And can we just do it by going back? There we go. Okay. So with our turrets assigned on that guy, we will then fire our guided missiles at that one.
Missile tubes prepped.
And that should... I mean, it's not going to necessarily take care of that nemesis over there. There we go, that's far easier. But at least we'll start getting a little bit of a damage dealt to it.
On it, Commander.
We'll keep these guys going like this, but what we'll do is we'll get them to fire their guided missiles at the Talon. Now, hopefully, these guided missiles don't wind up flying into Caprica Station here. It would not be a good thing. Alright, so we got our fighters moved, we got our Adamants coming in, we've got our corvettes assigned and targeted. Let's end the turn. Alright, so our missiles haven't quite reached the other corvette. But we are doing a pretty good job of getting that guy down. Our firewall's holding there, so that's good. And it looks like none of our missile barrages have decided to hit Caprica Station. So that's nice. Now, let's pull up. Definitely within range. Okay, so turrets, focus fire, not on the Raiders. We'll get our fighters to take care of that. We'll tell you to fire on the Talon. Is that... it should be. If we move them up a bit more, we can do that, and we can say focus fire on the Talon. How are these guys doing? Just coming into range. I think what I'm going to do is pull 1 squadron off of those guys and bring them
Yes,
over
sir.
there. It's because we don't have any anti-fighter over here. It's entirely my fault for keeping the Daedalus Squadrons in. And in fact, I mean, at this stage, we might as well launch them. I don't think we'll be getting any more Cylons in, so that'll be fine. Let's head back over there. Alright, so that's 1 Corvette down. Lovely. You can see we're already starting to put a little bit of pressure onto that Talon, but, you know, they got another Talon coming in, so... yeah, you gotta be...
So say we all.
Gotta be careful about these things. If we sort of pivot
On it,
a bit more
Commander.
that way, we should continue to keep our lovely ship targeted.
On it, Commander.
And let's just, come on. Send you around like that. Come on. I'd like to select the ship, please. There we go. I'm just running a little chunky. Hopefully that clears up momentarily. It looks like it might be. There we go. So we'll get all those guys. These 2 are still assigned to that Talon, which is fine. And now we've got the Daedalus Squadrons that we might as well just tell them to come in and hit that. So that'll be good. And we will... come on, focus in. There we go. Lovely. Those Corvettes aren't having the easiest time engaging that Nemesis, but it should be okay. Alright, so let's start turning you so you keep your broadside going, and then you guys need to come along more like
Yes,
so.
Commander.
Concentrate that firepower. And it looks like we got our Vipers, 1 Viper coming in there. How's the other guy doing? Coming in. Coming in. Beautiful. All right. End the turn. I don't know if it's Fraps that's screwing me over here with the poor performance or what, but this is not making me a happy panda. That is for sure. Come on. Alright, so with that other nemesis down, I'd like to select the ship, please. There we go. Focus fire on the Talon. And focus your fire on the Talon. And focus your fire on the Talon. That should be good. I think, is this... What I'm going to do with you... With the Daedalus Squadrons coming in, I'm going to pull you off and tell you to go blow up that satellite, because we got 2 more squadrons coming in, and they're going for that raider, so that should be good. Alright, let's get back in on this guy. See, front armor's looking a little weak, but, you know, we'll survive.
Adamant is taking damage.
Yeah, but, you know... Is that... How is it taking hits to the front? It doesn't make any sense. Let's see. So if you're going this way, what we can do... Sort of spin us around,
Understood.
get us set up, but we can fire our guided missiles
Understood.
now. Which won't be a bad thing at all. Nice and close. They won't be able to evade. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine.
Understood.
Obviously, I'm not going to be targeting a Corvette with my own missiles. That would be a little counterproductive. That probably means we've got some guided missiles on these ships to fire off ourselves. And Vipers are doing their thing. Good. Let's just do that. And a bit more like that.
Adamant is taking damage.
And still taking hull damage from up front, eh? One missile got confused there, but that's okay. We still haven't killed this guy. It's crazy to me. Okay. That should hopefully get him this time. We can
On it,
probably
Commander.
pull those Corvettes up, and this guy, he's kind of off in no man's land.
No joy, sir. Navigation data is still compromised. They must have control of the entire Idris system by now.
Not to mention we've destroyed more Caprican infrastructure in the last few minutes than the entire Cylon fleet could on a good day.
We've wasted enough time. Commander, remove the Cylon threat from Caprica Terminal before any more lives are put at risk.
Alright. First off, if the Cylon fleet in a single day is only destroying 4 satellites, I want to tell Colonial Fleet that this war
Yes, Commander.
shouldn't be going the direction it's going, but this war shouldn't be going the direction it's going. All we have to worry about is, like, 4 satellites getting destroyed. Why is this even a problem? Is that... We can kind of get you going like that. I don't know if that's actually going to be worthwhile. The 3 Corvettes should be able to do something here, though. At least they've got no rear armor. So all these hits should be going straight into the hull. Like, come on. That should still be good, though. It's a wide enough arc. That should
So say we all.
fine.
Yes, Commander.
There we go. And we'll just keep moving you guys along. Oh my god, really? We missed so many shots there. Okay. We will tell you to focus fire on that. I mean, they should be focusing fire on that already. We'll just make sure that is indeed what they're doing.
On it, Commander.
And then, come on. That should be okay. And that should have him trapped.
Adamant is taking damage.
And the Adamant will be fine. There we go. Should be all toasters taken care of.
Admiral Kane, Caprican and Quorum representatives are on the line. They want to know about Colonial Fleet's involvement at Caprica Terminal.
Divert the calls to my office, Lieutenant. And get us out of Helios Alpha, Commander, before I am forced to ground the Daedalus for good.
Seems like an extreme reaction to blowing up 4 satellites.
Commander, before we go venturing into the cold unknown, might I suggest we update our fleet a little?
It's probably a good
I can
idea.
draw up all the plans you want, but you will still need the cooperation of the colonies to turn raw materials and blueprints into a living, breathing crew aboard an operational ship. Luckily for you, Lucinda Kane is persuasive. Her recent display of force has provided us the requisitioning power needed for my Adamant-class frigates. We may as well be well defended, whatever it is you're dragging us into.
Okay, it's not me dragging us into anything. Really, it's the Cylons who attacked us. Regardless, the Adamant-class frigate, as we just saw, carries a bank of missiles and a squadron of Vipers. And that'll be good. That'll be good. So let's go and build one, because that would be a good thing to do. So we got 750 fleet points. We've got 615 Tillium. We could rush this guy if we want to, but we don't necessarily want to. Yeah, so we'll get that on the go. The Adamant's higher fleet point value once it is built. You may need to reconfigure your fleets to accommodate it. You don't currently have the Tillium required to build or to rush build an Adamant. You can choose to queue an Adamant to build over time or rush build a new Manticore. I don't know why I would build a 4th Manticore when I can have, you know, a little mini carrier. So one of the things that it talked about there was, you know, this Adamant is going to put us over our fleet cap. And it will. We can have 2,000 points because of our officer. I don't think, oh, we can have 2,000 points because we got the Daedalus there. We don't have any officers, and we haven't, you know, had the, haven't advanced far enough to be able to recruit our own officers. So, yeah, so that's fine. We'll close this for now. So, we're kind of getting more opened up into the campaign itself. And, I don't know if we've gone through this already, but the economy, basically, here's your 12 colonies. You can see right now we've got our fleet, we've got our only fleet over Caprica at plus 36. The next most loyal colony would be Liberin at plus 30. But everyone else is feeling a little, maybe not a little, you know, just not all that pleased with the way things are going. A little concerned. Obviously, I mean, right now Colonial Fleet is 3 corvettes in a shipyard. Can't really blame a lot of these colonies to be concerned about that. So what can we do to get the colonies on our side? Well, we could progress through
Without
the campaign
accurate data
here.
from Idris, we're stuck relying on these old onboard computers to calculate our FTL jumps. Luckily, I think I found us an out. There's an abandoned colony halfway between Alpha and Gamma that isn't registering much activity. It should be a relatively safe jump. As long as we're careful with our data, we can take the Daedalus from there to Gamma and back home to Ragnar, hopefully without collecting any moons along the way.
Yeah, that would not be a good thing. Although if it was a Tillium moon, that would be incredibly helpful. So, the campaign, the mission structure is telling us, hey, so if you want to leave Helios Alpha, even though, you know, in the lore of Battlestar Galactica, you could just, like, jump to wherever you want. But because of Cylon trickery getting into our Idris systems, you know, we have to use these jump points. And so we can see one here. There's others scattered around to get to the other locations. But we also have here in Persephone a little bit of a Cylon fleet. So before jumping to Coculus there, or Coculus, or however you want to pronounce that, we're gonna go for Persephone here, just to grind up a little bit more experience. Yep, that's fine, and we will end the turn.
Cylon escort group has been detected.
So you can see they got a second freaking little Cylon escort group over here in Zeus. So we will proceed with that. Alright, so we got our fleet here. Nothing we can really do to change anything, so let's go ahead and jump in.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so where are the toasters? They are way out over here. So what we're going to need to do
So say we all.
is
Yes, Commander.
obviously send our corvettes this way. 3 ships. I'm hoping they're all Lancers. We'll see. And the turn, are they going to be launching anything? It does not look like they're going to be launching anything. So let's go to the Daedalus. Let's launch our squadrons. Launch all squadrons. I don't think we got any missiles here, do we? No, just posture, turrets, and repair systems. So Daedalus isn't completely, defenseless. It's got guns, which is, good.
So say we all.
And you know what? No, let's get some engine boost on these corvettes going. Oops, that's fine. What I wanted was you. There we go. And so we'll send
Yes,
you
sir.
forward, and then we will boost your engines and send you forward as well. And so this is one of those situations where it might actually be useful having a Raptor, because what we could do is send it out there and have it scout things out so we could launch our missiles from a longer range. You are going way too far off track there.
Understood.
And then we can take our 2 fighter
Yes,
squadrons
sir.
here and say, go attack the closest target. Alright, so they're launching missiles. 1 barrage hit
Missiles incoming!
their own ship, so that's nice. But I mean, as you can see, these things are guided missiles. We're not doing anything to avoid this. We won't be able to because they'll just track us down anyway. So take it on the chin. That's fine. We'll do some,
Yes, sir.
actually. Let's see. If we
On it,
pull
Commander.
you, I mean, it's
Understood.
pretty useless to be boosting our engines for those 2 maneuvers. But we will be able to get the 3rd Corvette in place right away, so that's
Hostile
good.
unit identified.
I mean, we took a little bit of damage, but nothing too bad. And it is indeed just 3 Corvettes, which is nice. So, man, this Corvette here is getting hacked to pieces, which is fine. We will fire off our guided missiles. I'm going to
Yes,
say
Commander.
that guy there. Beautiful. You can turn off your engine boost. We can try and get these guys
On it, Commander.
in a bit more of a line, like so. And then there go our missiles, which is good. We can see the Vipers are doing a nice little attack run, shredding down some armor, which is lovely. That guy is looking like he's not in such a great space, so perhaps now would be a good time to shift our Corvettes over. Alright. We'll tell you, turrets, focus fire on that one. Turrets, focus fire on that one. You can keep firing on this guy. For sure. Just hunt him down. And the Vipers are working on that guy. The 2 other Manticores will go after this one. I mean, that ship's just gone, so not a problem. Alright, so we got 1 freaking barrage in.
So say we all.
Slow these guys down, but
Yes,
we
sir.
actually might want to make them a little bit higher. And then we'll spin you around, and you, sir, can focus fire on that one. And then that should be pretty good here. Lovely. Now, are our missiles back up? One more turn for those guys. Not a concern. There we go. That guy's dead, and this guy should follow suit
On it, Commander.
quickly enough. Like so. And I shouldn't have to tell you to focus your
Yes,
guns,
Commander.
because there's only one target left. So once you get a firing solution, just open up. And problem solved. Cylon fleet destroyed, no losses taken. It's not bad. Not that we should run around patting each other on the back too crazy just yet. But what we could do is move into Zeus and finish them off as well. Doing that would... Yeah. How much Tillium have we got? 465. We probably got enough. Let's go to Zeus.
Detected a Cylon escort fleet, sir.
And they're just going to keep putting down escort fleets like crazy, probably. So we'll just take care of one more at Zeus here, and then we'll go do the mission. And that'll probably be it for the video today. Can we see? We can't see where they are when we jump in. That's fine. We'll just have
Prepare
to
to
play it
jump
by ear.
in 3, 2, 1.
Hopefully they're close. Skirmish over Zeus. Alright, where are you? Dead ahead, and there's 4 of them. 4 of them makes me a little nervous. Not gonna lie. They've got, you know, the advantage in numbers, which is always a concern. But we should, in theory, have the advantage
say
in
we all.
brain, right? So let's do the same thing we did last time. Boost the thrusters. Sorry, boost the thrusters. Come on. And you boost your thrusters. And just get in as quick as we can. And the lack of a fighter launch tells me that these guys should just
Yes,
be
sir.
little Corvettes, which makes me very, very happy. So select, we will actually have
Yes,
you go
sir.
for the one that's way in the back. Let's do that. Keep the Corvettes moving forward. And that way, if the Vipers get there quickly, you know, they'll be able to identify all the ships for us. Just keep moving. Looks like they're shooting back at us. Come on, guys. How can we not have that identified yet? It is definitely within visual range, right? Like, it's basically on top of us.
Yes, sir. IFF confirms
Oh,
unit
there we
is
go.
hostile.
We just had to let the turns go down. Oh, don't. Okay, good. Alright, so now that we can see all these guys, we might as well tell our Vipers here to, instead of going for that guy, go for the one who we just did an attack run on, because we're really not going to be able to get our Corvettes turned around to have the guns
Yes, Commander.
facing them. So instead, what we will do now,
Missile tubes prepped.
sure, we'll fire our missiles. Whoops. At that guy. because he's close. And then we'll tell our turrets to focus on that guy. Oops, there we go. Alright, kind of spread our firepower out as best we can. So they're going for a missile barrage as well. Not unexpected. Alright, we destroyed that guy, which is good. So now we might as well go
Yes, Commander.
for the one who we haven't even damaged at all. Turrets, focus fire. That one. That one. And that one. And the Vipers should get to work on that guy. And they are lovely. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, we'll do the same thing as we did last time. Bring 2 of our Corvettes over there. Corvettes. Turrets, cancel, focus on that guy. Turrets, cancel, focus fire on that guy. There we go. And then that guy should be dead. Hopefully soon. And we'll pull you around this way.
Understood.
Slow your roll, lovely. And yeah, the guy, it seems like he's trying to run away from the Vipers. I don't think he can outrun fighters. So that's nice. That guy's still sitting there. Doesn't look like he's moved, though. We got missiles. Missiles should take care of him.
Missiles on their way.
Okay. Big old missile barrage headed for us. That far one, which tells me we do something crazy, we might be able...
Yes, Commander.
to evade those missiles. I doubt it. Yeah,
Missiles
we're
incoming!
not going to evade anything. But we can shrug it off with the armor we got, so that's good. Alright. So, let's take a look at our ship. Do we have enough Tilium to rush this guy? We do. Perfect. So, taking a look at the map, we've now got the 7th Colonial Fleet with 1 Manticore frigate off on its own, and that's definitely not what we want. But if we tried to put it back in the fleet group Daedalus, you can see we got slightly over our point value. So what we're going to have to do is detach a Corvette, which is fine. Fleet group Daedalus, like so. So now we got this Corvette. We will tell it to go jump to Caprica. That was actually Gemnon, or Gemnon, whatever. We'll have it go there. It's not going to be able to do anything if a Cylon fleet actually does jump, but...
Cylon escort group has been detected.
Yeah, so they followed us. You can see we got a 26% chance to win with a 62% chance of casualties. There's really no point in fighting this battle. We'll just auto-resolve it. And of course, you know, our fleet lost. That's not a surprise. And then we got this. So we might as well proceed with the mission. Alright, and now, we got our own... I mean, I hate to use the term big ship, because these Adamant class frigates are not big, but we got our first carrier, so that's good. And we got the 2 corvettes escorting it. We got the Daedalus jumping in. We should be fine.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1.
Ah, I hate it when
Multiple
it focuses.
contacts on Daedalus, sir. Records show there hasn't been a Tauran presence out here since the war first broke. We can safely assume any Daedalus contacts out there are hostile. Blast us away home, Commander.
You got it. I don't like it when it focuses on the Daedalus in the jump in, because then you don't see any of the other ships. Alright, so taking a look, we have 2 contacts, and that's it? So that's not a bad thing. We will just
Yes, sir.
get our corvettes ahead. We got the Adamant ahead, and we'll launch the Vipers. We'll leave the Vipers on the Daedalus again, just in case we get ambushed. Because it has happened to me before, and it's made me gun shy for every single time since. So I see they got Raiders coming out. So these are 2 Talons most likely. You go
Yes, sir.
that way. So obviously ganging up on these guys one at a time would probably be best. We'll go for that guy first. And hopefully our Viper squadron doesn't get chewed apart. It shouldn't, really. One squadron should be able to handle some raiders.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Alright, so first thing we're going to want to do, pull that out. Is that going to be within range? Probably not. I'm going to want to close one more time, which is fine, because this will give us a chance to get off a good missile barrage
Yes, Commander.
at this first target. And hopefully
Understood.
we can do...
On it,
Just
Commander.
kind of turn him in a little bit. It won't matter at all. This is me being incredibly picky. Hopefully the missile barrage can do a good enough amount of damage that we can then shift focus.
Commander, multiple new Daedalus contacts.
It appears someone really doesn't want us leaving Helios Alpha.
No crap. Okay, so where'd those new... Yeah, you see? Those new contacts, they come in over there, and it's like, oh, we'd have to shift our fleet over. Not so. Sure, it's 2 squadrons of fighters against probably 2 corvettes. But that's okay. We will be able to assist soon. So what we'll do, we'll shift these 2 guys. Just make sure you definitely don't engage that. To go after that guy. So we can tell you to get you, well, the focus fire. You do what you're going to do. Now, is that really the best we can do? So if we do something like that, we'll be able to get a better broadside in. Because again, these guys, they as you can see, they just do broadsides. So...
Adamant is taking damage.
oh yeah.
Missiles incoming!
That's missiles probably headed to Daedalus, and I don't think I've got a good way to defend against that. So that's fine. You can go after that one, and you can go after that one, because those corvettes are just going to keep sending missiles our way. Alright. Now, how's this going? Not so well, but if we do something like this, in theory, we'll have a broadside on both these guys, which is good.
So say we all.
So we'll pull you like that, and we'll pull you, spin you a bit more like that. Broadsides out both sides. Should be good. Is that, well, I mean, now we're pounding
Adamant is taking
into
damage.
stronger rear armor. How the hell? Anyway, doesn't matter. We pull you up like that. How's Daedalus looking? Gotta be careful of the damage, because, you know, you lose Daedalus, you lose the game. But they do have weapons, so let's focus your turret fire on that guy. Sure. I would hope you'd be firing automatically anyway. Looks like all of your left armor is gone. Have we got missiles back yet, or is it still? It's still one more turn out. Okay. Is that? Because that'll get that, but that guy is still. Well, he is within range. And like, this guy is going to be turning to get a shot at my flank. I'm positive of that. And then that exposes my front armor. So, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead.
Missiles incoming! Adamant is taking damage.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that Adamant can hold on here. Right, okay. So, we're going to want to do something like that. Ah, you're out of range now, aren't you? We got to hunt you down. Or maybe we don't. A missile barrage should be enough to take care of you. No, come on. Oh. There's a nice tight turn like that. Should be able. Okay, let's
So say we all.
keep you nice and low so we can spin
Yes,
you
sir.
and do that. Hopefully that missile barrage takes care
Adamant
of
is
that
taking
ship.
damage.
Yeah, like it's just front and rear, which personally, I don't know, I don't feel like I should be taking so much front damage when I've got, you know, side armor pointed at these ships. Probably going to wind up losing that adamant.
Yes,
Sucks.
understood.
And how's this whole network of crap going? Pretty poorly, but at least Daedalus is holding out? How is this Nemesis not taking any damage? What are you doing? Are you even attacking? No damage. Well, maybe a little bit of damage, just not enough. I need you to take those ships down.
Adamant is taking damage.
I mean, this adamant's dead. Like, DED dead. Okay. Fire your missiles at that guy. Fire your missiles at that guy. If we can just keep
So say we all.
hitting him in the rear, we should be okay. And you should have plenty of side armor.
Adamant is taking damage.
But every hit coming in here is going in the rear. I don't understand. Like, I understand armor facing and placement. Obviously, you want your thicker armor to protect. Why are you doing that? Keep on that guy. No, you were fine. What I don't understand is, like, where the cutoffs are. Like, where's the cutoff for front as opposed to side? It's like when I'm getting hit here, right? I feel like that's side armor. Like, here would be rear. Anyway, it's me jibber-jabbing about nothing. It doesn't matter. Whereas now, like,
Missiles incoming!
we're taking down no armor at all? I don't understand. Don't understand. Daedalus is sitting at half strength. That Nemesis is almost gone. That Nemesis is still doing fine.
Yes, Commander.
I feel like that's not a safe maneuver. But hey, if we run up ramming
So
this
say
ship,
we all.
are you effing kidding me? Like, this is why I do not enjoy forward-facing guns. hitting him in the rear. Or the left, apparently. You know, it's whatever you want
On
it
it,
to be.
Commander.
A bit more like that. A bit more like that. Daedalus is still looking okay. That warning sound tells me missiles are coming in. Can you guys hit
Missiles
something?
incoming!
Do I need to tell you to focus your fire? Is that it? Turrets, focus fire, that guy. Turrets, focus fire, that guy. I would have assumed that they would have had some kind of
Yes,
auto-firing.
Understood.
Just hit him. Just hit him. We're not... None of those shots hit. We got like a couple of shots on the bottom armor. And that's it. I need you guys to do a hell of a lot better. Please.
Manticore is taking damage.
Yeah, well, that was bound to happen eventually, wasn't it? Okay, well, now we're talking. We'll start sending you off in this direction. And we'll just leave you to finish this up.
Manticore is taking damage.
Okay, good. And Daedalus is almost dead. Okay. Get you turned around. Not that it matters. It's like... Yeah, our shipyard's gone. I mean, we took one of them out. What are you... Attack? Please? It's just a subsystem repair, though. We don't need... We don't really... Well, okay, we'll get engineering up. I don't think you can do in-battle repairs, though. Like, we can do in-battle repairs of systems, just not like hull or armor. Which, I mean, you know, that makes sense. It's fine.
On it, Commander.
Just die. Just die. This is gonna swing around for another attack and end us. Oh my god, one hull point? Viper Squadrons, come on. I need you to end it. Thank God. Whew! Well, we got lucky there. We shouldn't have made it out of there.
Contacts are clear. We are go to jump to Helios Gamma, sir.
Yeah, but we
I'll
got...
sleep better when I can see the Ragnar clouds again. I don't think I've had more than 4 hours of rack time since PyCon.
We aren't safe yet. I want the Daedalus in Helios Gamma before we're attacked again.
Yes, Admiral. FTL drives are spooling. Commander, we'll jump on your word.
Thank you. But I feel like we should probably replace some of our losses before we go
What
jumping
happened
into
at
it.
PyCon and Caprica is unacceptable. If we're to get a handle on this war, we need offensive forces out there actively repelling these Cylon incursions. Commander, small strike groups may suffice for scouting. But to defend the colonies, we require full capital fleet groups led by officers of Colonial Fleet.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get an officer recruited.
I recommend you recruit experienced officers to provide strategic oversight to our fleets.
Sir, one of McKinley's officers survived the attack on PyCon. We could recruit them to help aboard Daedalus.
Yeah, Damon Greenlee? Welcome aboard. What are you, CIC Subsystems? Welcome aboard. Yeah.
Once an officer has been recruited, they need to be assigned to the fleet group they will oversee.
Okay, well, I mean, that's easy enough. Obviously, we've only got... I don't think I should have
This
to spend
officer
10
is
billion.
experienced enough to be promoted. Hand them their new badge, Commander. As they become more experienced, officers can choose to focus on fleet-wide tactics or bolster the strength of their personal flagship.
Yeah, so what we got here is a little bit of a, you know, like an RPG element into the game. So with the fleet commanders, you can have different fleets flying around the galaxy, or the colonial systems, And, obviously as they get better, they earn promotions and stuff. So in this case, we can get a commander who's instantly just going to get 1,500 more fleet points, which is probably a good idea. What we can also do is get CIC systems strength. So I think that just makes it harder to hack. And then here, we got like XP gains that run down into posture range and 50% Tilium from fortified colonies, things of that nature, things we don't really need to worry about. Well, I say that. This is like my second run through of the game, so who knows what we actually need to focus on. Regardless, I'm going to get the command points up just so we can start building up a better fleet.
The presence of a colonial fleet officer at a colony will encourage the local government to pay their Tilium stipend. We didn't create the articles just to have them ignored.
Alright, and now we will go take a look at the economy here. So, like I already talked about, the economy basically, here's the amount of Tilium they're contributing to the fight against the Cylons. Obviously, Caprica's going hardcore on us, which is lovely, thank you. But, someplace like Sagittarian here is like, I don't know. We haven't really seen the colonial fleet since the Cylons showed up. What have you done for me lately? Kind of deal. So yeah.
Commander, it is your job to keep the Daedalus well-resourced and the 12 colonies defended. I have other business to attend to. Lieutenant Agathon will brief you when I have further commands.
Alright, well thank you, Admiral Kane. So while Idris remains compromised, travel between the Helio systems is limited. Use Helena's star lane coordinates to stage your fleet movements while engaging missions and defending the 12 colonies. Lovely. So you can see up here at the top flags of all the 12 colonies. I still don't know what flags are what, and I really would like just like a tooltip to pop up and be like, this is Caprica. Because I guess we gotta end the turn. The only way to find out is to like click on it, right? And so I don't know. I know one of these is Gemnon and one of these is Pycon, but I don't know which is which because I don't know the Battlestar Galactica flag. So it's something I'm gonna have to learn. I guess the tooltip would have been nice. Other than that, though, I think this definitely is a good place to leave the video for today. First things I want to do before we do that, though, is get probably 2 Adamant class frigates going up. History nerd, I hear you say. You freaking idiot, you lost that ship, it's garbage. No. I prefer using the Adamants over the cheaper Corvettes. Sure, you can theoretically get more Corvettes in a fleet. Well, not even theoretically. Actually, you can get more Corvettes in a fleet, but I hate the forward firing art. When it comes to laying out naval strategies, I can visualize it much better if we're all shooting broadsides. You just get in a line and decimate the enemy. So that's going to be the plan for that. We'll get those things going. And then I think our mission, we don't have one. Theoretically, it's to get back to Ragnar, but we don't need to do that. I mean, quite honestly, taking a look at what's going on here, I think jumping in to get Gemnon and Pycon secured would probably be a good idea just to kind of make them happier. And then we'll have to approach an idea of like, all right, we're going to need to get fleets up. There's no other officers to recruit, but we could recruit another officer. I think we can pull Damon here or Lieutenant Colonel Greeley off of the Daedalus and have him captain his own fleet, but of course, or admiral his own fleet, I guess it would be. But, that'll be other issues with that. So we'll just see how things advance with the one fleet and the shipyard for now. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.